claps a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, do you need?
Oh no, you're good. We just got the one clap.
Yeah, to sync it.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
amazing.
I still haven't Googled how to just make it. Wait, Crazy Frog bracelet?
Yeah,
Like,
dude.
wasn't that? There's like a YouTube video.
Yeah, no, the music. Yeah,
XLF.
I haven't heard Crazy Frog. I felt like Crazy Frog haunted me. Like I was like, did that ever happen? Like, was it a hallucination? And then I met Shaunak, and I'm like, it was real.
Yeah, you know
real.
people have like those like bracelets that are like mental health awareness. This is the same thing.
This is what I'm trying to advocate for. Because
I have-
Crazy Frog.
There's two options in my mind, and both of them are really funny in their own ways. Is either you've had this since the video,
Since like 2002.
or you made it like a month ago.
I made it a month ago.
That's even cool. That's even cooler.
That
To bring
absolutely
back
fucking
crazy.
rips.
I want to like on a first date to be like, so what kind of music you listen to? You're like, mainly Crazy Frog.
A lot of like Nyan Cat.
yeah.
Have you ever heard of Axel F?
Yeah.
He does this thing called Crazy Frog.
Crazy Frog.
You're in deep too because I did not know.
You didn't know Axel F?
Axel
Oh,
F?
buddy, he's the guy that made Crazy Frog.
Was he a one-hit wonder, or is he kind of still doing stuff?
Nah, you know
I
what?
remember
don't wanna say
watching
that,
the
but
little-
You're like, he is dead.
he's dead. Yeah, he's dead. He fought in Vietnam. No. I don't know. I think
He fought in Vietnam and then came back and was like, Crazy Frog! Like he's just fucking fried.
It's him getting to the helicopter. It's him on the little Crazy Frog run to the helicopter.
that's in Platoon. They play that song.
Saving Private Ryan.
I just remember my parents would have like their friends over every Friday as a kid. And when Crazy Frog came out, I don't really remember this, but my mom said that you would she said you would play the song on the speaker and do a dance for everyone. And it was not choreographed. I would just like spaz out in front of my parents' friends.
And they were like, and that's how we knew you were autistic.
yeah.
That's when we thought we should take him to a doctor.
Truly.
Yeah, Crazy Frog is a better diagnostic tool than the DSM-5. Just play it and be like, does this do anything
Yeah.
for you?
What does your brain feel when you see this?
Yeah.
Itchy? Dancing?
Yeah.
Dancing.
I thought you were going to get really emotional for a second. You're like, every Friday, Crazy Frog. And we would just get around together and listen to it.
No, the opposite. I would annoy my friends, my parents' friends, with Crazy Frog and my dance for it.
What was the dance?
I don't know. I think she said that I was like, "Did I have a dance planned out?" And she was like, "No, you would play the song and just dance really wildly in the house." And I was like, probably 5 or 6.
Was it killing?
I think so. I mean, if you are like at your friend's house
Right.
and their kid just starts doing a bizarre dance to Crazy Frog, wouldn't you be
Right.
like,
I would be like, we're having a good time.
Yeah.
I feel like I barely even remember what Crazy Frog sounds like.
Bing, 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 bing,
Bing,
bing,
bing, bing, bing, bing, bing, bing, bing, bing. My eyes go
What?
black. I pull out a picture of Putin from my wallet. I have to do this.
You're wearing the blue shirt, the mark of the beast.
Shot from outside, just
Yeah.
bang, bang.
Maddie was actually an agent sent by Joe Rogan to kill me.
I'm like that fucking family. What's that video that's going viral now where like the family shows up in Russia and Putin's like, hello, thank you so much.
Oh, I haven't seen
But the
this.
kids grew up in like Venezuela or something or Argentina, somewhere where they don't even speak Russian. And the kids are finding out as they're getting off the plane. Their parents are like, yeah, by the way, we're Russians and we've been sleeper agents your entire life and we live in Russia now.
What?
And the kids are like, what? Yeah.
I feel like if you're a teenager, you're just like, shut up, mom. Like, you still just don't give a shit.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm just texting my crush back.
yeah, and
Yeah.
also like, what are you gonna have to be on Instagram the rest of the time and be like, I miss my friends back home, but I
You're like-
can't go back. 'cause
You're like,
my
well, you
friends
could
are-
never see them again. So,
Dude, that's like something you really
And
would need therapy
Also, that
for
would
that.
suck from South America to Russia.
Yeah,
Because
the
you're like,
opposite
hey,
vibe.
no sun ever again.
No
yeah,
sun,
yeah.
no fruit,
No
plantain.
beach. No one is smiling
No,
whatsoever. Yeah.
You're seeing your
there's
last
a
parrot.
reggaeton song is nowhere near. This is the opposite of reggaeton, 100%. Yeah.
You've tasted your last citrus fruit.
And in Russia, they're like, we don't even dance. We actually grinded our hips down with a like sandpaper,
Yeah.
so that they would be completely rigid and ready to.
It's a
just-
lot of staring into the distance here. That's about of the nightlife. Is single old men, bottle of vodka, straight bottle, no cup.
Yeah, the only rhythm you're going to hear is when you're breaking rocks into little rocks if you fuck up. There's no rhythm in the streets in Russia. Yeah, that would be awful. I had a friend whose dad was in the CIA, and
Really?
she didn't know what was. So she grew up in Taiwan, and she just thought she's like a white lady, but she was like, oh, like I just live in Taiwan. I'm like a white person in Taiwan, and then the Chinese government started fucking with her family so much that they had to leave. And so similar thing.
Whoa.
And
But
they
she
were on
moved back to America,
Yeah.
which is a little better than Russia.
Right.
Yeah. But-
Controversial, but
Yeah.
might prefer here.
Yeah.
Might be slightly better than Russia.
Oh, I guess
I
if
thought
you're
at first you were going to be like, yeah, my friend's dad was in the CIA. At least that's what his single mom would always tell you. Just like, my dad's not here because he's on a very important mission.
he's helping America.
Yeah. You just believe that until you're 48.
Yeah, your dad
You're like,
left
we grew up
as
in
a
a trailer
patriot.
park, but my dad was in the CIA. He was always on a big mission, especially around Christmas and my birthday.
He was so good
could
at being
never come.
undercover. He just did Oxycontin all the time.
It's like polyjuice potion. He's a whole different guy when he's on drugs. They'll never find him.
Yeah, my dad's a wizard.
My dad's always because
He makes the money disappear in his arm.
Oh my god, that's like a John Prine song.
It literally is.
Yeah.
The whole dad's arm where all the money goes. And Jesus died for nothing, I suppose.
Called
Damn.
Father's Golden Arm.
My daddy's golden arm. Did you have kids that lied like that, or did you guys lie like that as kids?
I was like probably diagnosably scared of authority to the point where I was
Really?
like, yeah, I remember one time I like stole a pen from first grade and I like went home and I had my first panic attack ever because I was like,
Oh.
I'm going to jail. Like I was like,
Sure.
So I was very like teacher's pet.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't if I tried to tell a lie, I would like freak out and confess it later.
Wow. So wait, what was impetus to even steal in the first place?
I think they said that I could borrow one and then I lost that one and I stole another one.
Oh wow.
But is
So
that
it wasn't even that
stealing?
bad.
They're just giving you a pen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But I like lost my mind about it.
Yeah.
But so no, I wasn't really like a scheming kid. But my parents were pretty chill too. They were kind of like, go play in the woods, dye your hair. Do
You
your
made
thing.
your own scary parent.
Wow.
It wasn't even there. Like you're like,
so
oh, it's not like,
true.
oh, my parents are gonna kick my ass. It's like you have your imaginary friend is just a mom who gives a shit. Mom who tells you to actually clean your room.
Yeah, it's like how peanut allergies are caused by like, you know, there's not like enough shit fucking with your
Yeah.
immune system. It's
Yeah.
like if your parents are too nice to you, you will start to eat yourself and just
Yeah.
be like, you're a fucking
You
bad
imagine
guy.
like a strict Korean mother.
Yeah.
who's like really mean to you. That's really
They're
funny.
gonna call about the pen and she's not gonna let me sleep inside.
Yeah, you're like in bed with the covers like this, having a panic attack, and then your imaginary mom just appears and she's like, Maddie. Maddie.
That's my sleep paralysis demon.
Yeah, just
is
a
like
mean mom.
Is like the fat principal from Madeline or whatever
Yeah.
that makes you eat chocolate cake.
So you had a panic attack, and then what happened?
And then my mom was like, "Yeah, you're fine. That's a
Yeah,
pen."
Really?
no one's worried about the pen. We are worried about who you are, though.
Yeah, that was for it.
Worried about your brain, which is way scarier. You're not in trouble for the pen, but we do need to talk to somebody.
I did have a little like the Crazy Frog putting on shows for your parents though.
Yeah.
I remember I was like really into like iCarly and Hannah Montana and the
Yeah.
idea of being like
Oh, yeah.
this kid with like a secret like YouTube life. I just started my own YouTube channel and we were like, we're gonna, you know what? It was very similar to my life now, where I was like, we're gonna shoot sketches, and then we kind of like never did it.
The work ethic, even back then, you know,
Yeah.
there was nothing in the eight-year-old group chat to really organize.
There was something on my YouTube channel of like, it was like, dude, I mean, it's so cringe. I was like 8, but it's like me and like
8
an
is so young though.
That's pretty young to be
pretty
uploading
young to
videos.
be like I want to make stuff.
yeah, to be like, I'm gonna, well, but I had like an Alice in Wonderland dress on. I think I made like a music video for something where I'm like walking around the neighborhood, like in the woods.
That's kind of cute.
I have like short red hair that maybe I was older. Maybe I was like 12 because my hair was dyed. But yeah, dude.
That rules,
It's,
bro.
and the fucked up thing is like I don't know the password to that account. So like it's just
there.
out there.
It's just
yeah.
out there now.
But also, that's just an adorable video of you being a kid.
Yeah, it's pretty cute.
It's
Yeah.
not. No one's gonna be like fucking lame 12-year-old. What were you supposed to be?
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
that's fair.
truly.
I
Yeah.
made another one that was like I got a copyright like violation issued by YouTube for this one, but they
What?
you know, not to brag, but it was like the Monty Python Bring Out Your Dead thing.
Uh-huh.
But somehow it was like I edited it to be about like anti-vaxxers pre-COVID, I might add. I was really on my like
Wait,
shitting
so
on anti-vaxxer
early
shit.
high school?
Yeah, and I was like, this is funny.
Pretty funny bit actually.
Slightly
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah.
But then they flagged it for like being from the Monty Python soundtrack, and so it got taken down.
Oh, but
Yeah.
that seems like early in YouTube where Everyone was kind of doing that, but maybe
Yeah,
not.
I was surprised. It's
I
not
think
like
the
I was like.
anti-vaxxers had it out for you.
Yeah.
They
So
probably
honestly, someone probably
reported.
got mad and like flagged it. Yeah.
That's 100%
Damn,
what happened.
dude.
Damn. So
Also, Maddie
you know,
was already
kind of a rebel.
triggering the wrong people from the start.
That rules, dude.
Yeah.
What
Have
about
you made
you?
enemies online now?
I don't know about enemies. It's
Or
a
do you
lot
have,
of like
do you have like people that are in the comments?
a lot of like men that like are like, you know what's funny? This is how I know I gained weight, because it used to be like Christian dads from the Midwest with their wife and daughter in their profile picture. They were messaging me like feet pics ?
Whoa.
And now it's just people being like, the woke left has gone too far. Like it's completely, it's the same harassment, but it's not as sexual. It's more like ideological.
They just don't like you as as a person with ideas.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, you're listening to me, and they're like, and I hate you.
I finally
The
understood
second I
the
stopped
messaging.
staring at her tits, I realized her ideas were shit.
Top comment.
Yeah,
Whoa,
yeah.
come on, man.
This bitch's bit killed my boner.
But recently, the algorithm's been pretty good, though. I think we've been getting to like comedy people. But there was a minute of like, dude, just like guys fighting and being like, yeah, it just always becomes this like feminazis have gone too far, and it's like,
also
bro,
just
I don't
literally
even.
Maddie on stage talking about ice cream.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
they're
it's like
what
the
their
most
story-
Well,
benign
that's the
shit.
thing. You don't really have like bits that I'm like.
They're all, like,
"Whoa,
funny,
lady."
yeah, they're
Yeah,
all-
it's always like, and it's usually by you.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's like, well, oh, my own feeling about myself isn't true.
It's usually I'm sad and I'm struggling, and they're like the woke left.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, the woke left, if you're listening, is about to kill itself, so you might get what you want.
I would really want all those people to actually live in a totalitarian like place.
I know.
Because they act like they're like someone, because you can't like say a slur in a group chat. They're like, this is the same as Nazi Germany. But I'm like, I would actually like to have like a time machine. I'm like, yeah, there you go. You're like in Nazi Germany.
Go ahead.
But they would thrive there. But
Well,
like,
yeah, I think if you're like a person that Nazi Germany favored, you might be okay. But I think they're like excited about an authoritarian government.
Right,
which
I would actually
we've
like-
never experienced.
That's true, but I would like to have like what they literally think is happening, like they actually are put in a labor camp for for like liking Jordan Peterson or something. They're like, well, this is really hard. Actually,
Although it's so funny because they already are like poor and work at an Amazon warehouse, and then their friends stop talking to them because they did say a slur. It's like, you kind of functionally are socially isolated and working in a labor camp because you said, you know what I mean? Like, I agree, it's not like Nazi Germany, but it is funny that they're like, I'm gonna get put into a labor camp, and it's like, yeah, that's what your 16-hour shift at the Prime warehouse
It's
is.
just a different logo on your vest.
Yeah.
I don't think those people are on the internet as much though.
You think?
I don't think they're getting fired up as much.
Who?
You think
Because
there's
I think actually, because if you look at like statistics about like, because of like the biggest Trump voters, those are middle class and up. Those are
Interesting.
Those are suburbanites who get pissed, and they are like, because most of their grievances are like low key kind of imaginary, and it's like culture shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And it's
Whereas
also
I think if you
culture
get
shit
off
that I'm
shit
like-
at Amazon, you're not on Instagram being like, this fat bitch. You're like getting drunk and passing.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's true.
It's also weird because it's culture shit that I'm like, this hasn't really hit you in the suburb. Like, it's culture shit they hear about on the news.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But it's not like
It's all
in your
imaginary
life
no.
even.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's not hordes of immigrants coming in. They're not.
Well, they like go to an ATM and they're like, 2 other lane with shit. Like, that's it. They're just getting mad. They're just like, the ethnic session at Trader Joe's is getting bigger. And they're like, the hell is upon us? They're at the gates.
By the way, can we talk about why are we okay with like the ethnic section of Trader Joe's? Some of them, I'm like, this feels so racist. Like, a lot of them are like Trader Jose, and it's like him in a sombrero, and I'm like, this feels like a kind of weird.
Right.
Yeah,
I think we have
yeah,
bigger
yeah.
fish to fry right now. as a community. I think we'll come to Trader Joe's once the kids are out of the cages. But
Well, we start talking shit about Trader Joe's, and now the left is mad at us.
now we're gonna get firebombed. This Trader Joe's keeps families alive in this country, so I ain't coming against them. They're affordable
the
microwavable
centrists.
meals. Put whatever you want on that fucker.
Were you a badass little kid? I feel like you were probably a little rapscallion.
I was at first I was a nervous kid that really was just kind of keeping to myself, just wanted to eat a bunch of Doritos and kind of disappeared into TV. Then I started getting high, and there was some rapscallion behavior. I really
when
didn't
did you
care.
start smoking weed?
I was like 14.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's
and then,
good. That's
yeah,
a good
it's
weed
around.
age.
And then we didn't really like care. In fact, my brother told me this. This is something he did, but we kind of operated in a similar vein after he started taking acid. He was at school, and the teacher's like, "Do you have your homework?" And he went, "No, but I'm happy."
That's fucking hilarious.
What?
And they just went, okay.
If I was a teacher and someone said that, I'd be like, "You're gonna be fine."
Just the fact that he was like, I'm enlightened. He's like, no, I don't have my homework, but you know what I do have? Peace of mind. Here.
He points to the
soul
wrong
is
spot
intact.
though because he doesn't know where his heart is.
Yeah, yeah,
You
he's
know, I
like-
am.
And
I'm
his
happy.
belly
Yeah,
But I am happy. This kid's the Buddha.
yeah. No, there was a lot of like, you're going through some shit at home, so you're like, I see how the world really works.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? You're just chain smoking outside of a Taco Bell. Be like, fucking late for class. I'm learning shit here, buddy.
Is your brother still like a Zen guy like that?
He's chill. I would say I'm definitely way more like fucking let's get shit done than he is.
Oh, nice.
He's chill.
Okay, good.
He's good at hanging out.
Is your
Yeah.
older brother?
Younger.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
cool.
I'm the oldest.
Wait, so he started doing acid before you?
No, we were doing it. at the
Oh,
same
okay.
time.
That rules.
Yeah.
Man. I've still
But-
never done psychedelics. I would like to maybe do mushrooms one day.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Do you have mushrooms? I did mushrooms once, and I think, having the panic attack in first grade maybe should have been a sign that psychedelics are flying a little too close to the sun for old Ween. I don't really have a brain that needs to be like, let's
Jostled
see more
around.
connections. Yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
let's see less connections. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're already up there.
Yeah, Maddie.
But mushrooms was fun. I wish I did them outside in nature. Do you have you want to do them soon? Or you're just kind of like,
I'm
maybe
not like
someday?
hankering for him. But yeah, soon in nature is what.
Yeah,
I
that's
would wanna
You
do.
seem like a silly, put together guy.
Yeah,
So I think you'd be take a low dose.
yeah, that's what
in-
I would
in
want to
nature,
do.
yeah.
Go touch,
It's all
touch
about that.
grass.
You don't want to.
and touch a
Sometimes these
tree.
kids, you don't want to be like one of those people that's like, I'm going to solve everything. Take 5 grams.
No,
of blind date. You're like,
I don't want
no.
to solve
Yeah.
it.
Especially you become adulthood. You're like, I get it. I've seen it.
No.
I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to fix stuff.
I'm trying to solve too much stuff sober. I would
Yeah,
like
yeah.
to do it
That's
to take
fine.
a break.
Yeah, I'm just getting fucked up or whatever.
Are you a big weed drinking guy?
Yeah, I like both. I don't do them a ton, but I like both.
It's so funny that because I feel like because we're all comics, we'd be like, yeah, I like them. I don't do them a ton, but it's like that's like such a normal answer. But we just have to clarify that we're like, yeah, I'm not an alcoholic like everyone we know.
Yeah, we also know two people in like both camps that have to do both to to be alive.
Yeah,
And
that
I'm
take them
like-
like daily vitamins.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yes, yeah. So I'm like maybe to a group of accountants, I'm like a massive stoner, but in my peer group, I'm just a normal guy.
right.
Sometimes. Yeah, dude.
Just like to vibe. Shaunak's just a vibe.
Yeah, I wish I
Yeah.
could do it and go on stage. Smoke
Yeah.
weed and go on stage.
Oh,
that
I
would be
can't.
awesome.
Yeah, I've done it like once or twice, and it's like
It's a
I thought
no-no.
I was having a killer set, and then you listen back, and you're like, brother,
What were you saying?
yeah, you really brought the garage basement vibe to the stage. It was not great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've done it a few times, and I was making connections that I thought were awesome that I was not communicating to the room.
Dude, like perfect thing of like this makes so much sense when you're high and then numb when you're sober.
Yes.
My buddy was high and he was like, we woke up like the next day, or he was telling me about this. He was like, yeah, I wrote down my thoughts, but I was like thinking so fast that I just wrote down the first letter of every word, and I thought I would like know what it meant. And he just woke up with this weird like code, and he was like, yeah, I have no fucking
Zodiac
idea.
killer letter.
Newspapers cut out, and it's like, this Jessica was here? Yeah, I don't know what's going
He
on.
left
there.
himself a ransom note. That's crazy.
Yeah.
The first letter of every word. He was like, yeah, dude.
I'll figure this out in the morning.
Just leaving little. It's memento. You're just getting.
Yeah.
It's just a stoner memento. He's like, where did I put my paycheck?
But then it just spends like 6 months solving it. It's just a bit about Uber.
Yeah. Pinterest and Tinder. Pinder. That was it. That was it. Yeah, man.
Were you
I'm
a big
not
stoner in high school?
No, I didn't do anything. And I played football in high school, so I was like really
Oh,
really?
shit.
off everything. Good boy.
Whoa, were
Good
you
grades.
like popular jock kid football team like in it?
I was very. I was in it for sure. I played like all through middle school, and in high school I was much much more square physically.
You're kind of like a ripped guy still though.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I changed my vibe up for the whole podcast. Oh, thanks, dude. And you have a couple eggs around.
Snorting creatine before the pod. Yeah, just get into it. Talking about gains.
I was like, I played sports, and then I was in like some of the AP classes. So I was popular, but not in like a cool party guy way. I was just like friends with everybody.
Yeah.
You're just a functional, normal kid.
Yeah, but all my other
Fucking
people.
popular jock weirdo. In this room, that makes you popular jock weirdo. You're like, no,
In comedy circles, it is weird though.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I won like prom king and stuff.
I'm feeling the opposite.
Really?
The longer I do comedy, the less weird. Because I think, in order to make it to the highest level, you have to have it pretty together because it's pretty hard.
Sure.
To juggle a lot of things.
Yeah.
But so I
yeah.
feel like I'm encountering less and less weirdos. I feel like a lot of. I remember I was doing a podcast with somebody.
No,
and they're
that's
like, you weren't
fair.
on any clubs in high school, and I'm like, no. That's why I have a void inside. That's how we got here. I didn't become class president and go, let me waste a decade trying to be a fucking clown. It's insane behavior. I thought we were all in this set because when I started comedy, it was all like with Maddie, and we were like
weird losers.
but you're a genius, though. Like weird little monsters like Matt. But everyone had like
little monster.
But everyone was an individual. For sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
Everyone, and now they're like the amount of times people will try to talk to me about the Patriots, and I'm like, no, I don't watch football. I just did a joke about how I want to kill myself. Why would I play in a fantasy league? The fuck are you talking about right now?
Yeah,
It's almost like, or they're like, it's like people want to say keep work and stuff at home.
Yeah.
Keep normal shit with normal people. That's my big thing. Don't bring Patriots talk into the comedy store. You bring weird, funny shit, jokes about pedophiles.
Yeah.
If you're just like, oh, the weather, I will throw a chair at you. I'm up to here with that bullshit.
No fantasy football.
No fantasy football.
No Groupon.
No Groupons. No boring talk you would make in the suburbs with your wife.
That's fair.
That's what, I don't want anything that would be said at a brewery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I think like I don't know. I was never. I had all these friends that were like football guys, but I would always want to do weird stuff like. I liked art
Suck
and
each other's
graffiti.
dicks. I always
Like
want to do
touch.
weird stuff like we all just hang out and
Like
look
we
each
go to
other's
a hot tub
Yeah.
and like bring some pineapple cut up.
I just want to do this weird thing where I just bred dogs together with them in an Airbnb.
Why didn't they want to do that? with
Yeah,
me?
I don't know.
I was like into like graffiti and stuff, but they thought that was weird, so I kind of suppressed all of that.
Oh,
my
exit
weird
through the
art
gift
stuff.
shop.
Yeah. Oh
I
my
walked
god.
into the gift shop and I'm like, I'm gonna be a graffiti. Like, I have,
Is
like,
that the Banksy doc?
It's the Banksy doc, and you're like, I'm gonna be a graffiti
And
artist.
I
I'm gonna have
did
like
it
a
for a
weird,
while.
controversial logo, and people are like, he strikes again. Then you try to do it once, you're like, oh, this is so hard. You have like a backward C. You're like, oh, I don't know what to do.
I did it in college for a while and got arrested for it.
Whoa,
Graffiti.
really?
Yeah. It was
Okay,
doing it for
that,
like a
that
year.
brings you back to top tier cool hang in the pod.
Wait,
Former
what was
graffiti
the,
artist.
it's all crazy frog art?
So there's this guy Axel F, and we were just trying to spread his words. We did a bunch of stuff. I did this like weird little face for a while, and then we wrote "The Squid Lives," which is like an inside joke that we had, and we put it all over our college campus, and then we put this big squid on like the cemetery wall in college, and
What finally caught you? I was defacing graves.
it was for Confederate soldiers. It was a Confederate soldier grave.
Oh, piss on, dude.
Great.
That's awesome.
Oh, Shaunak did graffiti on Confederate soldiers?
Wait, that rips, dude.
God.
And it was like a thing,
Hard
like-
right now.
Yeah, it is pretty cool.
Yeah.
We put this big
It's an
squid
arrow
on there.
to a link. It's a link to purchase the art. Just a boner right there.
And then we got in trouble
Yeah.
and got arrested. And that's when I started doing stand-up because I was like all depressed. I wasn't going to school.
Whoa.
And my friend was like, I'm going to try and make music. And I was like, I want to do the thing I want to do. And
Hell yeah.
that was stand-up.
So
But
the
yeah.
man broke you free from your own cage.
Dude, let's
Cage of self-doubt, brother. It sentenced you
I
to
feel like I'm
follow
doing
you. You
shrooms
got
right
sentenced
now.
to following your dream.
Guy's doing that?
Yeah. I'm going to sentence you to follow your passion, brother.
Son, this is your first offense. I sentence you to follow your dream.
The graffiti was shit, but it's pretty funny. We think there's a solid pen somewhere in there.
We got a deviation coming for you. Follow your heart.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever been arrested?
No, I'm
outta here.
Yeah.
I got a
Goody
drinking ticket
two-shoes.
because my ex got arrested for a DUI.
You
And
got
I-
a ticket?
I got a ticket because I was like 19, and I tried to say that all the beer that was
Wow,
open in the car-
chivalry.
Yeah, I was trying to say that all the beer that was open in the car, like I had drank it. So that was my drunken Adderall logic. Was like, no, I'll say
take the
that
fall?
I drank all this like That's why it smells like alcohol, because I'm drunk. But then I handed him my paper license, and he's like, so you're drunk and you're 19? And I'm like, fuck! Didn't think about that. Did not think that far.
That's
I just
so
thought they'd be,
funny.
I don't know, because I've been like, I was just kind of like, I think a lot of times in my life I would kind of forget my age. And I was just, I
Sure.
thought they'd be like, you're drunk in the passenger seat? Good job. That's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah. So
And it was like, oh, fuck.
you thought you found a loophole.
I thought I found a loophole, and I just got, I had to get a drinking ticket.
So did she get in trouble though?
She did. She very much got arrested. And she, the law, she was breaking the law aggressively. So that was pretty good, actually.
Did she at least appreciate the effort?
No.
What?
She seemed to not. I think the being arrested put her in a bad mood. I don't think she wasn't like.
You
I
saying
get it.
all this stuff is mine is a huge. That's a nice thing to do.
Yeah, it wasn't exactly a relationship where people appreciate
I
nice
hear
things you
that.
do.
I
Yeah,
hear
I'm just she's just being arrested. I'm like, and another thing, you didn't say anything about my Christmas present. That's it. Send it to her to being an ungrateful bitch, officer. Yeah,
well,
you
we
take
also
her
don't do
away.
that,
yeah, no.
We're probably gonna arrest you for doing a domestic violence.
yeah, no. She
You
was
seem pretty troubled, buddy.
She was no good in the hood, but yeah, that
Dang,
was the
dude.
only. I ran from the cops a few times, like smoking weed and stuff.
Great.
They would pull up in the woods and stuff like that.
Oh, so they knew your spot.
There was a couple of things like that, and I used to be like, I think I used to think I was like fucking James Bond or something. I was like such an idiot
Doing like a somersault in the woods.
because I had like a brick, like it would always be near a body of water, and I had like a couple bricks that I'd throw, like a literal brick that I was going to put in a backpack, so I put all the weed and stuff in there, and I'll chuck it in the water.
Like a dead body.
Yeah, like I would make all the stuff disappear, and then I'd
Dude.
run, and then if they got me, they'd have nothing.
To sink the weed?
Yes.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
So did you have a lot, or that's even funnier if you had like a gram?
I had like a
in you.
gram. I have a 10 bag, and I'm
could've
like,
just dropped
I like
it in
put
the
it in a Rube
woods.
Goldberg machine that detonates, that shoots it into a missile in the air, that like flows into "fuck you, pigs." I'm like the dumbest genius alive. I have a jetpack that I like.
You create
And
a
then
forest
put the gram
fire.
that turns it into thermal energy that created a new fuel source.
It blows up, kills someone, you go to jail for life.
Yeah, you create like the biggest forest fire in North Carolina. Just trying to get rid of a gram
Yeah, I'm
of
like,
weed.
oh damn it! Yeah, gas leak explosion.
If the cops come, I've created an AI that'll smoke the weed for us. Are you sure?
Yeah, I have like the John. It's like I'm talking back to home base. It's like you're gonna go to the
Jar-
left. Activate
Jarvis.
the Ironman suit. Jarvis.
Calling in Jarvis
Yeah.
is so funny.
Every time Kenya goes to smoke weed, he's wearing a black turtleneck and sunglasses.
Lucas's mom showed up. All right, calling the heavy artillery. Helicopter forms out of a tree.
But then you get caught with a beer, you don't have a contingency plan, you just kill everyone.
I have a cyanide pill, and they're like, "We were just gonna ask you to throw it away."
Oh, that's
I ain't saying nothing.
That's late, motherfucker. Were you doing crazy stuff like that in high school?
I was smoking weed, but I never had to run from the cops. We never got like we stayed pretty out of it. But there was a while where I was
were
too.
you doing it at your cool parents' house?
No, I was we were like on the train tracks and shit.
Oh, yes.
And then there was a
That's
while
good.
where
That's
kids
good
started doing
indie
it.
movie stuff.
When all my friends started doing it, I was like too scared, and I would
Yeah.
like fucking stay inside and make everyone pizza bagel bites. I mean, like
Oh, that's
true loser
nice.
shit. That's that's
I
another way
wish
to
I
put
had
it.
That's pretty nice.
Yeah,
So you're already a mom.
Yeah, but when you're 15, that's not what you want to be. The thing is, hey, you're like, mom, awesome. But then later on, there was like a big heavy stoner phase. I was like dating someone who smoked a lot of weed. There was like a smoke every day. But that was just like woods behind the house.
That's
Come in or
nice,
like take an
though.
edible or something. Yeah.
That's cool. And I think that there's also like...
You do get in less trouble as a teenager, I think, if you're just smoking a lot of weed. Aside from weed being illegal in those areas, it's like what you did when you were high and people left you alone was just eat a lot of snacks and sit inside.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
You
you're
basically just role played as if you were 12.
Yeah.
You're like,
Clear.
we have cookies and we're watching TV.
Yeah,
like, that was all it
truly.
was. And because I think in the suburbs, you kind of did mentally have to say, like suburb, small town, 12 to
Yeah.
enjoy living there.
Yeah,
Because there is literally nothing to do.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I think also you, like, the stuff you could get in trouble for when you were drinking is so much crazier.
Yeah, I never really had a drinking phase. Arguably, it was this year, but it was never like high school, like I don't know. Like, yeah, the kids who were drinking and stuff were like drunkenly racing cars down the
Yeah,
fucking back
like
roads in North
breaking
Carolina.
shit.
And, yeah.
Yeah, I think you're afraid of
Pregnancy
walking
shit.
Yeah.
walking fast if you're fucking high.
Yeah,
If
or
I
like
walk
you
too
just
fast, they're gonna
throw
know.
up and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like there were 1,000
Yeah.
stories of people getting caught drinking because they just got too drunk and threw up. Or like,
Oh, there was a lot of throwing up happening.
yeah, but the weed repercussions only happen if like someone's parents found the weed
Right.
or you got caught buying it or something.
I take it back. The cops didn't actually get called, but this is the closest I thought it was going to happen. Me and my buddies, I think this was the first time I had ever... It was an edible, but it was the first time any weed ever.
Yeah.
And they were like, trust us, it's going to be fun. We took an edible. We're like in the little downtown area
Yeah.
and we're by like a college campus. And they were like, there's this like, I don't even know what it is, like a nuclear power plant kind of thing.
What?
It's like some kind of like power plant thing that the school owns, but then because of how big and massive it is, they have like water pouring down the sides of it to like as like a cooling system. So there's this cool, weird like blue wall with water pouring down it, and they're like, "Dude, you got to see it." And it's like at night, so we like crawl under this gate and
Whoa,
sneak in, and we're
let's
looking at the water, and we're
go.
like, "Dude!" And then of course, dude, right there. I don't know what we thought. He was like, yeah, there's a security camera because this is like the power system for the fucking town. And you weren't even sneaky. You like shimmied under the gate. It probably took like 10 minutes. And him and his buddy clearly like just trying to intimidate us, being like, I mean, what should we do? Should we call the cops? I think we might need to take, like clearly just like they're trying to get a rise out of us. And my two friends, they were two guys and they were kind of like, no, we won't. And again, mom at the group, I was like, we promise we'll never do it again. And we're so sorry. I was like, I know they need to see us scared to fucking let us go.
There
And
is
also,
a lot
I
of
am scared.
There is a lot of that as a teenager. Like once they see you cry, they let it go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I was crier for the group, and then they let us go.
Nice.
And I was
wow,
like,
you were like almost gonna get superpowers. It felt like it's like the beginning of a superhero origin story.
Yeah, it really is.
Stuck into
Like,
a
leave us
nuclear
alone!
power plant.
And you like push them with telekinesis.
yeah.
yeah, because I touched the power plant, and then they got mad. And then,
Yeah. Now you have the superpower.
No, because I remember we had the little Tupperware thing that the edibles had been in before we ate them, and I was like, the cops are gonna come, they're gonna
Smell.
swab this, they're gonna
The fact
drug
that they
test
swab-
it, and they're gonna swap our Tupperware, and then we're facing, I don't know, 25 to life. Like I was really spiraling in my head.
Maddie really believes in the neo-lib propaganda. She believes that you live in a system that works, where I knew we didn't, so I really didn't. I was like, as long as I'm not like swerving on the road, they're not going to do anything. If I go to jail, I'd rather be there than my living room in my fucking house.
Yeah, I think
So that's how I felt.
now that I think about it, like I have very little respect for authority.
I have none at all. I really.
because I have a strict mom. Do you have strict
I
parents?
had a strict mom, but my dad was a Looney Tooney balloon.
Yeah.
But I think, and then also seeing people react to that, I was like, no, I don't care.
Yeah. Well, the authority figures in my life.
I was scared of my mom punishing me. I wasn't
That's
scared
what
of
I'm
the
saying,
cops.
though. That's
if
what
I
I'm
got
saying.
arrested, I'd be like, my mom's gonna be mad at me.
Hilarious.
100%.
Because I don't think
about
the cops would deliver a beatdown, even at their worst, that could rival my mom's.
100%.
Like an immigrant mom
Yes.
with a baton is scarier than the cops.
And like if I hid my arrest for like a year and a half successfully for my parents, and then
Damn.
them finding out I had been dealt with pretty much. Like I had paid the stuff off by like
yeah.
you know,
Also, were
doing
you
random-
living with them still?
No, I was a freshman in college.
Which is better.
Yes.
Huge.
And then the worst part was they found out, and I was like, no, my mom's gonna be mad at me. I was more upset
That's
at that
so funny.
than
Yeah.
the government being
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
you're
of course.
bad.
The government's not going to cry and be like, I just don't know what happened. You're like,
Where did I go wrong?
you're like, no, Mom, I'm sorry. Yeah, because you're like,
That's
fuck.
way
You're
worse.
like, fuck you, the man. Like my mom never invaded Iraq. I don't give a shit. I like actually love and respect her.
She's a wonderful lady who
Yeah.
did nothing to the Iraqi
Yeah.
people.
Yeah, the government hating you is just—it's just like a friend shitting.
There is no blood on her hands
yeah, there's
except
no blood.
mine.
Yeah, except maybe mine when I didn't clean up the dishes.
Yeah.
Or whatever, yeah.
Dude, that's so funny.
Yeah.
You're being like, why the fuck should I listen to you? You killed 1 million people.
Yeah, you do it all the time. Yeah. Hey, get it together and start killing kids.
Yeah, my mom never set up
That's
puppet
actually what they did.
governments.
They arrested this Sandy Hook guy and made him a drone operator. Like, hey, we like we really like the cut of your jib, buddy. You got a lot of potential here.
How would you like to do this and get paid?
yeah.
Guy like you, all goofed up in the head, needs a little mental health insurance. How do
Hey,
you
buddy,
feel about
wrong
that?
skin tone. Yeah.
Let's turn that hue down. We got a job for you. This is Kenyon. He's an expert at building Iron Man. You're going to be working with him pretty closely. Yeah, I think I was just so scared of my mom that I didn't get mad. I didn't get freaked out by a teacher until they said, "I'm going to call your parents."
I was too bold. Because did you interpret for your parents?
No,
Did your parents
that
not
is
speak
great.
English?
I wish I had that.
So that was the thing, is I kind of felt like I had been given unholy responsibility.
Yeah,
because my
truly.
dad was like sort of in and out of the picture. The phone number.
Yeah,
they didn't have shit on my phone number. Dude.
Yep,
that should have been disconnected since elementary school. You get past that security thing. You don't even speak sign language. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? I got time to put my backstory into the only thing you got me, you had to get like a carrier pigeon to reach my fucking house, dude. So I just fucked around in high school, man.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
You're like the Pope. You're like the only person that can talk to God. You can really do whatever you want.
Yeah,
That's so fucking funny.
So huge, dude.
You can really change the narrative, dude.
Yeah, there was really high school. I treated it because I knew you could have up to 10 unexcused absences, so I would get up to that in every class. I treated it like it was like I was like studying in Europe. I'm like, I'm not really feeling English today. I'm so stressed from getting up, and then I go do something else.
Siesta is on its way, I believe.
Yeah, like I'm in Barcelona, but I'm just there's a lot of that.
So you always had the scheming, like, I know exactly how fucking far I can push this.
That's good.
Yeah, that's been there for a long
awesome.
time. Yeah, as far as I can remember.
That's so
That's so
funny.
funny.
Yeah, interpreting for your parents is a gift when you're a troublesome kid. Because, you really can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
That's sick, dude. Yeah, I had a friend, this kid Israel, who was just a badass little kid, and he had the same thing. And I remember his mom came in, and I was like, that to me was the scariest. I was like, your mom's here, dude. Are you freaking out? And he's like, nah. And then he walked in and walked out smiling. She didn't know what was going on. And then I just saw my principal in the doorway, like, because I don't think he could get through.
No. He's like, don't be mad at him. And he's like, he's saying I'm doing too well in class. And it's
why
bumming
you-
out the other kids.
Mija, why am I down here for this? I don't need to hear this. Yeah, dude.
Oh my god,
That rules. Yeah, I don't think I ever got in trouble in high school. I don't think so.
Yeah.
Dude.
I'm trying to think of the kids that like were getting in like trouble when I was in high school. Like, there was definitely probably like there was some coke going around at parties.
Whoa.
And stuff. Although I actually don't know that people really got
Coke?
caught for that.
No,
Coke
they
is
usually don't.
like
Not at rich
yeah,
kid
coke
parties.
is like heavy. Yeah.
Word.
No, I just mean for high school. I was like, oh
Yeah,
fuck, that's
coke
like
is heavy,
that's
yeah.
like wild that they're But like kids that got like really fucking busted for stuff, I don't know. But it was kind of like a liberal, well-to-do,
Yeah.
I think there's
Chapel
probably
Hill.
a lot of privilege at play on that.
But I guess like coke, if it was around, like you could. So was Adderall, right?
Yeah,
There were
that's like even
definitely a
cleaner.
lot of
I
kids-
love they're like, we had coke in our school. It's like you had a Adderall in everyone's pocket.
Yeah.
Like, can you believe they were abusing stimulants?
That's
Like
so
they were on
funny.
them since they were 4.
Yeah.
If anything, they were trying to wean off.
Dude, I remember a dude, he was like big, he was like 6 foot and like wrestled, a big dude, and he's like,
Yeah.
I just took 90 milligrams of Adderall. I was like,
Jeez.
I would kill anyone else. I'm almost
Yeah.
surprised I didn't kill him. Yeah, it was like crazy, dude.
But for fun or
It's pretty.
Yeah.
It's pretty enjoyable if you take
never
a lot.
done it.
Yeah.
Maybe it
Okay.
would help my brain.
do you think you have I got prescribed it for ADHD.
Yeah, if you really need it, it is.
It is pretty life-changing.
Word.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
this is the part of the podcast where we do just advertise this is our eyes and ADD medication. We're like, all fun and games about drugs, kid. But sometimes if you're in a bad place, the right medication could really save you.
Yeah.
That would, if you guys started doing that and getting paid for it, this would be a much.
Dude,
bigger
I
Let's
would-
get
I'd be
sponsored
a-
by Big Pharma.
I would actually be a good
only
spokesman for
podcast.
Zoft. And I'm like, so remember all those crazy stories I said? Look how clean my room is now. Zoloft. I got it together. Yeah.
The Clean Room Podcast.
Yeah, this is the Clean Room Podcast. Look, I woke up early today and I thought, this is fine. Everything's fine. Zoloft.
Went on a walk, got a coffee, and now I'm
Totally
here.
okay. Had a bed set earlier. Didn't want to kill myself. Zoloft.
That's great. That would be great.
Brother, I'm there. I'm like,
That's
all right.
Zoloft?
Yeah, I'm like, all right. I'm
Damn.
good at other stuff.
You're on the loft for real?
I'm on the loft.
Dang,
It's great.
dude.
It's all, and then people are like, it takes you forever to come. And I'm like, oh, no. Oh, maker mono night. What a nightmare. What a horrible side effect. Oh, no. Make a bitch fall in love with me immediately.
That it says that on the box.
Oh, no.
Now, Kenyon, you might have these hoes falling in love. Just be careful.
You're like, it takes me so long to come. It's like, people are like, I got to really focus. I'm like, I got to think about all the fucking, how I'm going to fit in all these bitches.
Kenyon, you might have a deep stroke after this one. Just be careful. You might be stroking all night long. Just be careful with this one.
High risk of stroke.
Yeah. Oh, my God. I had to rename my dick Michael Phelps.
Kenyon, you might be running laps in the pussy. Just be careful. Coolest pharmacist ever.
That's what I'm trying to rebrand. I want to because they're like nerds. I want to rebrand it as like, no, I'm trying to fuck all night long and appreciate life for the gift that it is.
I know.
Yeah.
We never really saw those scenes with Tony Soprano because he did the love for a little
Right,
while.
with Prozac.
Oh, he was on Prozac.
Right, yeah.
Damn.
Well, because the thing is, it also
My
makes
area
your
of
dick not get
expertise.
hard.
That's yours?
Prozac gal, yeah.
What is that? What does that do?
It's the same-
Similar like
same family.
SSRI.
Yeah.
It treats like OCD, anxiety, depression in moi.
Yeah.
And it's pretty good.
Word?
We're just
I've-
Looney Tuny balloons. It makes you stop being such a sad little sack.
Yeah.
And then you're just an average person. You're just not like you don't feel anything. But
Yeah, I'm not
I think if
getting
you
off
actually,
scot-free. We're still
Yeah.
struggling. But
yeah.
yeah.
But if you don't, it makes you feel more normal range of emotions.
That's good.
Yeah.
Because otherwise it's a deep swings.
I'm a big deep swing guy. A lot of like up here, we're doing everything great, and then a lot of like you're outside of a gas station. You got fucking.
Yeah, the first like
left
7
alone.
years of our friendship was like, what's the big animal that he rides in Avatar? Do you know what I'm talking about? I was like, woo, yeah.
It is a lot
And
of
I was like, this is fun.
I got to know. It's like Taruk Makto. It's like it's like sometimes I'm like, I got the thing. Then other times I'm being flown off in the Amazon jungle, supposedly. I was an exciting guy, both,
In both,
And I'm still, but
both-
I would argue more exciting because I can do good, fun stuff all the time.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely. I never knew you for the deep swings.
Yeah, I would
years.
I'd be more negative, I think, in the past.
Oh, word.
The deep
Okay.
swings would be like, it'd be more like, I'd be like unbearable if a set went like slightly bad.
Yeah, and I think that's unbearable is not good, but I think it's good to feel.
Oh, it's good to care about it.
Yeah.
But I would take it in a whole other direction.
word.
Yeah.
Like
Because some people
what?
are like, I should fix the joke. And I'm like, well, I know how to fix the joke. Jump off a goddamn bridge.
Then no joke at all.
Yeah.
How's
no
this
joke.
for funny?
How's this for a bit, you piece of shit? It's almost like you look down your brain. You're going to make me bomb like that. Take you out of the
We'll
goddamn
take care-
equation.
we'll take you out of the equation.
You're going to keep fucking me over, you piece of shit. I run this fucker.
It's a little bit of a chicken and the egg thing, though, with kids who did sports in high school. Because I'm like, exercise does like regulate your emotions, and I feel like a lot of the
Yeah.
kids I knew who played sports were pretty well adjusted. But I don't know
is
which
true.
one comes first. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I think it also gives you a sense of like purpose and stuff if you really care about it. I know some kids that were like forced into it by their parents, and they were doing it and like being pretty unhealthy about it. But I liked doing it, and it like made me feel good. So that was helpful.
I would have been healthy if I worked out earlier.
I'm
But I
surprised
always
you didn't
hated
play sports. You're a tall guy. You like.
I was pretty overweight. I was uncoordinated, and I didn't enjoy watching it. So I always associated exercise with like sadness.
Oh.
Because like you get bullied in gym class and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And so as a defense, that was like some of my early. Like I remember, like I'd make fun of the kids who did really well.
Yes.
And like try to cut them down.
I think I also had like a
Well, because
really.
they're making fun of you.
Yeah.
Everyone's saying like,
You're
"Where's
really-
your bra at?" in the gym locker room. So it's like you got it. You're
brutal.
coming right back at them. So me and Fernando.
That
felt-
was your like Patrice O'Neal, Jim Norton like back cellar table. It was
Yeah.
just the kids in the locker room.
Yeah, kids in
And
the
they'd
locker
give me,
rooms.
like,
It's me and Fernando just fucking getting just absolutely wrecked. Like me and the other fat kids absolutely just were in the back, like hiding our tits, just being like we were literal women around them. Like we're like, don't let him see, you know what I mean? We're just like, we're gonna get some Doritos.
You're beautiful, Fernando.
Yeah. I was motorboating Fernando.
Well, then they had every right to believe.
Yeah. And then
You were crying and motorboating each
I'm just
other.
crying,
I
motorboating
believe
each other.
it.
Yeah, they were squirting nacho cheese out of each other's tits. Just fucking each other. Fernando, I hope you're doing well. But yeah, there was a lot of that, and so I didn't enjoy it at all. I started doing it actually. I started working out with Maddie when I was like 22.
Word.
Or yeah, like 20.
What did you guys do?
I mainly started running.
Great.
And I did it for my life's always so sad. I'm like, I started doing it for mental health reasons.
Which is good.
Yeah, I was like, Kenyon, come running with me. And then he kind of ran with running. Like, he really ran with it.
I gave my all.
Oh, yeah, you still run a lot.
It's still a thing I enjoy very much. Yeah, but that's the only time. I took a Taekwondo class once in 8th grade, and the only reason I did it is I read an article about how it helps depression, and I was like, I should go look into this.
Wow.
I never wanted to exercise because I enjoyed exercise. Like I thought it would solve something. I thought it would solve a deficit.
Dang.
Yeah.
That's crazy, bro. That you even knew what depression was in 8th grade?
Oh, brother, I knew what a lot of things were.
How did you
I
just
met darkness. I
independently-
met Satan himself and asked him to borrow $40 by 8th grade.
Mr. Devil, I've got an Iron Man suit to build. I need some
I
liquid
made a deal with
cash.
the devil just to build an Iron Man suit. Oh my
Dang,
God.
dude.
Wait, we never really got to the bottom of what actually prompted you to make the crazy frog.
Oh, it was at a friend's birthday party, and he had like a thing out as a joke, and I was like, I want to make one.
that fucking rocks.
Yeah, my friend made it for me, and
That is great.
That's
I hope
sick
you
as
have like a
hell.
Netflix special with Flash and the Crazy Broad. Bridge.
dude, I'm gonna
Yeah.
try and get him on the show.
God, dude. Oh, I want a Crazy Pod on the cast.
Let's get
Absolutely.
Crazy Frog in the
Let's
room.
get Crazy Frog in here. Crazy Frog dance party, absolutely.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I had I was always smaller than like the rest of the kids in my age group. So I started playing sports for a similar you can't leave me out of it
Yeah,
type
that's
thing.
good.
Yeah.
And then I just kind of stuck with it.
That's good.
But it was, I guess, if I think about it, for a similar I need something out of this. Not
No, but that's
because-
the healthier way to do it. I was like, first love is I'm gonna eat my way into a coma and watch television, and then they were like, oh wait, something else. And then you try.
Did
get fucked
Taekwondo
up.
help with your depression?
No, because I just had a bunch of 5-year-olds running around. Nothing will make you feel like a loser than being an out-of-shape kid with fucking 6 5-year-old children.
Yeah, the
running
rest of the
around.
8th graders are like green belts, and you're just starting.
Yeah, and there's just it's just me and these fucking kids, and this
Sparring with
sucks,
the 6-year-old.
You know what I mean? Yeah. But we couldn't even. We did it for like a month. My dad's like, absolutely, I got you, and then we just stopped. He basically just defaulted on the payment. So
Oh, damn.
like, whoa, you break the contracts, fucking come break my legs, cocksucker. I'm not even paying for car insurance. You think I'm gonna pay for this?
Damn, dude.
Yeah, let's see these Taekwondo. Come and get me, fucking master kid. You want
I was
this
like,
payment?
whoa,
You
I
come
don't
get
know.
it. He's like, all right.
Damn, dude.
Yeah.
I got some own stuff to do here.
I learned the art of just irresponsibility.
he's a black belt.
Yeah. So yeah, man. But it's been a blast having you on the pod, man.
Oh, is it done?
Yep. That's we're gonna have a bit of an organic.
Oh, great.
We were kind of running close to a lot of.
Here's a good reason to join the Patreon. This podcast is a little time constrained because we are currently on Kenyon's lunch break.
Yeah.
Because we're still kind of working within the system.
Yeah, we're trying
So
to
if
do
you'd
it.
love to see us be able to do this full time and do a 2-3 hour pod, join the Patreon.
Joe Rogan, pass
Patreon.com/phones
out.
in the bag.
Patreon's big. Join the Patreon. Number one thing you can do for the pod and yourself.
Please, guys, they don't let me go home until you join the Patreon. They're keeping me here. You can't say it. It's out
Pan
of
down,
frame.
your feet are in bear traps.
yeah, you can't say it. It's out of frame, but they got me chained up.
It's a bit of a bummer.
It's a bummer.
Yeah. But where can people find you, man?
Instagram, and that's
Yeah.
it. And then I
What's
got
your name on Instagram?
Shaunak G.
Shaunak
SHAUNAKG.
Check out his Don't Tell. Absolutely hysterical guy.
Woo!
Yeah,
Yeah,
you see
dude.
him all over New York and the country, I believe, sometimes.
Sometimes.
Yeah, dude.
I'm going to Chicago in a few weeks.
Oh, sick.
Fuck
Yeah.
Go check him out in Chicago, dude.
Yeah, I bet you guys have.
We have probably some Chicago buddies. Where are you playing in Chicago?
I'm actually closing out the Don't Tells in Milwaukee, so Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I'm in Chicago just doing shows, just random shows. It's
Dude,
kinda
that
last minute
rips.
trip. Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Hell yeah, dude. Well, hopefully have you back on the pod soon. Would love
Yeah.
to. Anytime you want.
This was great.
A great goddamn time.
Yeah.
Great goddamn man.
I love you both.
Hell
all
yeah.
it is.
Oh, love you too, man.
Yeah.
We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.